Yes, washing my face. Ugh! Hello everyone, it's Jen, and today I am doing another acne video. I'm going to be talking about how I got rid of my hormonal acne for good, forever, you know the deal. So the reason I make this video is because I myself struggled with hormonal acne for a really, really long time, and a lot of people actually do struggle from this but don't realize that they are, or they know that they have hormonal acne but don't really know what's causing it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about all of that. So first, I'm going to give my general backstory. Again, I gotta do this because I have to share my experience just in case people have the same experience and can relate, and it can hopefully help them out a little more. But I know a lot of people don't like hearing the backstory, so again, I'll put a little interval if you want to skip to the main point. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, a lot of you know that I have struggled severely with acne in my teen years, and when I was 16, 17, I took Accutane and it pretty much just completely got rid of it. But after I got off Accutane, of course, I did get the occasional zits and pimples. Like, my face wasn't perfect, my face wasn't clear. So I would say about a year after I got off Accutane, I think I was like 18 or 19, I started to notice that I started breaking out a lot, mainly only on the sides of my cheek and my jawline. And for me, it was something that would only come and go. I didn't have it constantly, but it was that sort of thing where I would break out on my cheeks and my jawline only, and it would only last a few days and then it would go away. My skin would be clear again for a little while, but then a few days or weeks later, it would come back, and it would only be in those specific spots, on the sides of my cheeks and on my jawline. And I thought, this is really weird. Why is it only appearing on my cheeks and my jawline? Because when I did suffer from acne, I would get it literally everywhere. My forehead, my nose, my cheeks, around my mouth, my jawline. I had it everywhere. But this time, it was only on the sides of my cheeks and my jawline, and it was constantly reoccurring every so often. I never broke out on my forehead, never broke out on my nose, never broke out here on my cheeks, never broke out around my mouth. It was only in those specific areas. So I thought, okay, if it's only appearing in those areas, and that means that there's something specifically happening in my body, like internally, that is causing it. So like the researcher I am, I decided to fish through the internet, do some research for myself, and figure out what might be causing acne specifically on my cheeks and my jawline. So that's when I found out that you can have different kinds of acne, and specific breakouts that you get on a certain part of your face are triggered by something that's happening inside your body. For example, if you break out on your forehead, that usually is caused by stress. It could also be a sign of pregnancy, which is a little bit scary. You have dandruff, that could cause acne on your forehead. If you have oily hair, that could cause acne on your forehead. If you break out around your mouth, that usually means that you're eating too many unhealthy foods or too many greasy foods. So then I found out, and it said this specifically, if you are breaking out on the sides of your cheeks and along your jawline, and I'm like, okay, that's exactly where I am. Here it goes. This is what's happening. You have a hormonal imbalance. And I thought, oh, well, that's a little weird. I didn't really know I had a hormonal imbalance. I never really suspected it at all. But that's what causes it. So then I thought to myself, all right, well, what can I do to get rid of my hormonal acne and possibly balance out my hormone levels? So this is where I'm gonna get into the signs that you have a hormonal imbalance that is causing your hormonal acne, and how to treat it, and the things that I have tried and discovered helped my hormonal acne a lot. The first sign that you have hormonal acne is if you are no longer going through puberty, which sounds weird. You would think that you would have hormonal acne and it would be active the most during your teen years, but it actually occurs more in adult acne. And apparently why it occurs after your teen years is because women are the most hormonal when they're in their 20s. I actually have an article here that I did read about, and it says, your 20s are often peak childbearing age, making women more prone to the intense hormonal fluctuations of pregnancy, childbirth, and lactation. So even if you're not pregnant, you're in that age where your body feels like it's getting ready to have a baby, even if you have no plan on having children like I do. But going through this hormonal phase in your life is probably what is causing that. So if you are, I would say, like 18 or older, or you're in your 20s and you notice that you're breaking out in those areas, chances are you have hormonal acne. Like I said before, another way to tell if you have hormonal acne is if you're only breaking out on the sides of your cheeks or your jawline. I don't know how many times I've said that in this video, but that is a very clear indication. So if you're someone who notices that that's the only place you're breaking out, chances are that's probably what's going on. Hormonal acne can also be related to stress. If you're a really stressed out person that could be a cause of it. I'm generally not a really stressed out person. I mean, everyone gets stressed, but I have good ways of handling it. I know how to remain calm and not really let it get to me. But if you are a person who does not do good under pressure or under stress, that might be another reason why it's causing your hormonal acne. Another way to tell if you have hormonal acne is, like I said before, this happened to me, if it's only occurring every so often, like once or twice a month. So I would say if you generally have clear skin, but you notice that those breakouts in those areas are occurring like every 2 weeks or every month, then that's another indication that you have hormonal acne. And the last sign or way to tell that you have hormonal acne is if the acne that you do get in those areas are not whiteheads or blackheads, but actually sensitive, painful, red, cystic pimples. So if you notice that the pimples you get in those areas are really inflamed, if they're really red and they hurt, like if they're really sensitive to touch, that is another indication that it could be hormonal acne. And also, if they occur in the same area, I know that when I struggled with it, I would get a pimple, like let's say right here, and it would go away, and then a few months later, I would get it in that same exact spot. And I'm like, hello, you were just there, what are you doing? So now on to the point that you've all been waiting for. I know, I'm sorry I talk too much in my videos, but I just gotta get the details in there. The first obvious way to try to get rid of your hormonal acne is to wash your face, specifically in those areas. So if you're a person who does wash their face every night, every morning, you wanna focus mainly on where you're breaking out. So the sides of your cheeks and your jawline. So of course, clean the rest of your face, but really like try harder in those areas. That's usually what I do. I'm like, yes, washing my face. And I think that did help me a lot. May not work for you, but I think it worked for me. It might just be in my head, but that's what I think happened. Another thing you could do to get rid of your hormonal acne is to use a topical treatment. You could just get one from the drugstore. The one that I use is it's by Neutrogena. It's Neutrogena's like on the spot acne treatment. And I usually just take a little bit and put it on pretty much the only areas I get acne, my cheeks and my jawline, once again. So go to the drugstore, get yourself a topical gel, cream, whatever it is that suits your floats your boat. I don't know. Usually drugstore topical treatments are actually pretty good. They've worked for me at least. It may not work for a lot of people, but that specific acne gel that I just told you about, I've been using for 2 years, and it actually really does help calm the inflammation. Usually when I put it on at night, my acne is way better when I wake up in the morning, so definitely would recommend that. Another thing you could do if you're ready to do this, or if you think it might help you, is to take birth control pills. Birth control pills are really good for leveling out hormone levels. When you first take it, it kind of makes your hormones go a little bit crazy, so it's not gonna help you immediately. It definitely takes a couple months for it to work and sink into your body. But not everyone does want to take birth control, and there are actually birth controls out there that are targeted specifically for people who struggle with acne. I actually do take birth control, and it's called Trilosprintec, and that is a brand that is targeted for people who have suffered from acne. And the last way you can help get rid of your hormonal acne, this is actually probably the one thing that has helped me the most, and I'm sorry I saved it for last, but it is taking L-lysing vitamin supplements. L-lysing is a simple everyday supplement. You could buy it at Whole Foods. I got it from Whole Foods for, I think it was $10, somewhere around there. Pretty good deal. And I actually heard about taking L-lysing. I was watching a YouTube video about a girl talking about how she got rid of her acne, and she said for her hormonal acne, God, I can't say that. For her, I'm just gonna stop trying. She said to help with that acne, hormonal, there we go, she started taking L-lysing because L-lysing is mainly targeted for people who do have hormonal imbalances. It's also really good for your gut, and your gut has a lot to do with your acne and your skin, which a lot of people don't really know. L-lysine is also really good for tissue production, and that overall is really good for your skin. So it does help with skin, and it does help with hormone imbalances. So just that put together will just hopefully get rid of it for good. But I would say after I started taking L-lysine, it took about maybe 2 to 3 weeks before I started noticing results of not breaking out as much in those areas. By the way, I will link everything down below, all the products that I use and all the products you can buy to hopefully help that in the description below. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope that helped you a lot, and I hope you guys will try those things. If you enjoyed, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Click the little circle icon right here to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social media down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!